All right, so today I just want to go over just a little bit about uh, transferring from present tense, le présent, which is present, au passé composé. So we want to change from present to past tense. This is in reference to your first homework that is due next week, either Monday or Tuesday. Some of you had expressed a little concern about whether or not you remembered how to do it, so I figured, quick little refresher course, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna actually minimize myself, okay? And we're gonna go. Let's see if we can get this to work. I'm hoping this works. And we'll start writing up on the board. So the first thing that we want to make sure is that we remember how to do the present tense. Let's see if I can actually make this a little smaller. And I'll put myself over here, okay? All right, so let's see if we can figure out how to do this. So we'll do the present tense of the verb parler. The present tense of the verb parler. And the present tense of the verb parler is, let's go with the je form. Je parle, correct? Right? So we know that je means I, parle means I am speaking, I do speak, or I speak, okay? Now I want to say that I have spoken, or something in the past tense. There are two things that we need here. The first thing that we need is a helping verb. Okay, so we need something, a helping verb. Because parle, the verb parler, is not a Dr. and Mrs. Vandertramp verb. It is not a verb that uses être as its helping verb. It uses avoir. So the first thing we want to remember is what is, what is our conjugations for the verb avoir? Okay, what does the avoir mean? Avoir means to have. Okay, so nous avons les pronoms, our pronouns, and they are je, tu, il, nous, vous, il, pluriel, and elle, pluriel. Nous avons elle et on, elle, pluriel. These are our pronouns. Ce sont les pronoms, okay? So when we go to conjugate, quand on conjugue le verbe avoir, everything changes. So remember how we did this last year? It changes from avoir. We have to change it for je. This becomes j'ai. I have, tu as, you have, il, elle, and on a, he, she, or we have, nous avons, vous avez, okay, et ils et elles ont. Okay, this is our verb for parler. Let me change the color really quick of this, so that we can see where we are, okay? So do you guys see all of that? We've got j'ai, tu as, il, elle, and on a, nous avons, vous avez, il, and elles ont, okay? We're good so far. This is our helping verb. All right, let's look at, let me change the color once again. We'll go to blue on this one. Now what we have to do is take the verb parler. Let's write parler here. Okay, so the verb parler means to speak, and we want to change this to our past participle. What is our past participle for, let me erase this. Let's see if I can figure out how to erase this. I don't remember how to erase it. Anyway, what is our past participle for ER verbs? For ER verbs, our past participle, le participe passé, is accent aigu. Okay, so we drop le ER, we annule ou termine le ER, et on ajoute un accent aigu. So here, if I wanted to say I have spoken, it would be j'ai parlé. J'ai parlé. Okay, and you do this with all of our ER verbs. Our ER verbs, basically this accent aigu represents the ED in our past tense with an ed at the end. I talked with an ed at the end. That accent aigu over here, that represents that ed. Okay, so we've got j'ai parlé. And the cool thing about the verbs that use avoir in our past tense, all of this will stay the same. This is the same for all of our pronouns, for all of our conjugations. So j'ai parlé, tu as parlé, il a parlé, elle a parlé, on a parlé, nous avons parlé, vous avez parlé, et il, elle, ont parlé. So there you go, done and done. So all of our ER verbs are going to be the same as far as that's concerned. Let me erase this. I figured out how to erase. I'm all excited about it now. This is great. This whole interactive board is the bomb. Absolutely wonderful. All right, what we'll do now is I want to go through the IR verbs. What are my IR verbs? Now let's use just a normal random IR verb that we know. Let's go with the verb finir. Finir. What does the verb finir mean? Let me write it out for you. F-I-N-I-R. F-I-N-I-R. Finir, ça veut dire to finish. To finish. All right? To finish. Now, here we go. Finir. It's not a Dr. and Mrs. Vandertramp verb. So we know that we're going to use avoir as our helping verb. So now what we do is we say j'ai, F-E-N, and we're going to drop our IR, and our past participle becomes j'ai fini, with an I. See how simple that is? J'ai fini. Tu as fini. Il a fini. Nous avons fini. Let me erase that. I don't need to. All right. And vous avez fini. And il and elle ont fini. Okay? So basically what we've done is we've taken this from je finis in the present tense. Je finis in the present tense, which means I finish, I am finishing, I do finish. All of this, we're going to change it to the past tense, and we want to say I have finished, or I finished. You see how simple that is? So IR verbs, we're good to go there. Let's see if we can get this to erase. Again. Oh, this interactive board is the bomb. No more dry erase markers for me. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, last but not least, we've got our RE verbs. Now, these are RE verbs that are regular RE verbs. And let's go with vendre. Vendre. Vendre means to sell. Okay? Here we go. With the RE verbs, we're going to drop the RE and it becomes vendu. V-E-N-D-U. Vendu. Tu as vendu. Il, elle, on a vendu. Nous avons vendu. Vous avez vendu. Il, elle, ont vendu. Okay, you see how easy that is? So that's where we're taking our present tense to our past tense. And the present tense for je vends, for vendre is je vends. S, nothing of an S-E-Z-E-N-T. Okay? All right? So this is a quick past tense review for just past tense with avoir. Now, if we have verbs that are Dr. and Mrs. Vandertramp verbs, what verb are they going to use for their helping verb? They're going to use the verb être. Okay, être technically means to be. Okay, so être, ça veut dire to be. But if I wanted to use the verb, let's go with the verb aller. And I want to say I went. Okay, I went. Now the cool thing about this, what we're about to do right now is you guys will actually have an opportunity to do this with one of your homework assignments coming up pretty soon. So So this could help. Okay, so être to be, aller to go. All right. So if I wanted to say I went somewhere, I went. I would say I'm going to use je, and then I'm going to conjugate the verb être with je. Je suis, and then I'm going to use the verb aller, and it's passé. It's participe passé. Participe passé. I would say aller. Je suis allé if I'm a dude. Je suis allée if I'm a girl. That's where the change comes in, is where we add that in. Does that make sense to everybody so far? Je suis allée. Tu es allé. Okay, tu es allé. What if I'm saying you went somewhere and it's a girl? I'm going to use an E here for the girl. Okay, I'm always going to make that feminine with the Dr. and Mrs. Vandertrip verbs only, not with the avoir verbs. Il est allé. Il est allé. He went. Am I going to add the E for he went? Je n'ajoute jamais le E. Comme ça. All right, so you can pretty much get the rest of this. Nous sommes allés. Nous sommes allés. Now here's the deal. If this is a group of women that have gone, I'm going to add an E. That would say we went. But I have to, no matter what, add an S because it's always plural. All right? Finally, vous, or almost finally, vous êtes allés. Okay, if this is a woman that you're speaking of formally, we add the E. If this is a group of people, we add the S. And then we'll go with L. Elles sont allées. And this will always have an E if it's L, and then the S, because it is plural, no matter what. All right? I hope this helps you guys out just a little bit. If you have any questions, you know to email me, and I will get back with you as soon as humanly possible. So let me know what I can do. Always tweet me if you need me. You should know by now that my Twitter handle is at Madame Dignon. Okay, when you go to do your homework and you go to post it online, you're going to go to dignon.blogspot.com. You're going to post your comments. That's how you post your homework. Post your comments, and when you post your comments, it's going to ask you to use your Google account or something along those lines. Post it as anonymous. Okay, if you post it as anonymous, just make sure that in your actual posted comment, whatever you write, sign your name here. So let's say, for instance, we're talking about, I don't know, we'll go with Madeline. That's all I need, is I need your name in your comments. All right? I hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything. Bonne chance et bon week-end. À très bientôt.